What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You may have noticed that I am wearing the same clothes as a lot of my other videos. That's because I'm doing a mass recording today of my thoughts and ideas that have just been brewing in my head. They've just been stirring and stirring in here, and now I finally want to get it on the video. And so, here I am. Today is the day. So, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, so in this video, I want to talk to y'all about Armitas and Chinks. And it's not going to be a what are the different functions and what do they do. It's going to be more about tradition. So let's do it. I recently got a hold of one of my buddies who is a leather worker, and they make saddles, Chinks, chaps, Armitas. Now I'm the first customer to order them, and I said, hey, is it possible to make a pair of Armitas for me? And he did tell me that he had a pretty long waiting list, and because I'm his friend, I would be his last order for the year. Okay, sounds like a good deal to me. And he said he's gonna be able to make them next summer. And all right, sounds good, because next summer is about the time when I want to start getting back into horsemanship up in Montana. And talking to him, he's just telling me that he had to order different stuff, designs and stuff like that. Okay, sounds good. And he tells me that I need to start looking at different quality of leather and coloring, and I need to do all these different measurements. And so, okay, I'll do it. And then I get to talking to my wife, and she said, hey, Brevin, I didn't know that you were going to order some Armitas. I'm like, yeah, I am. Why are you going to order Armitas? Well, I want to. And she says, well, I don't really like Armitas. Why don't you like Armitas? Well, I don't really like Armitas because that's not you. Like, what do you mean? Well, your family's from Nevada. Like, yeah, so what? Well, don't you think some Great Basin Chinks would be better for you to have because that's your culture, your tradition, not Armitas? And I looked at her, I'm like, well, I haven't really thought about it like that. And she said, yeah, you should probably think about it. Thought about it. I think that it is perfectly appropriate for me to wear Armitas and not Great Basin Chinks. And here's why. So the Spanish, they came to America first, I think. And the Spanish were the first cowboys, other than even in Florida. The Cracker Cowboys is a whole different subject. The Spanish came to California and Texas, and they colonized it. They were the first cowboys in that area. What did they wear? Eventually, they wore Armitas. Probably not at first. I'm a little iffy on that history. And they wore Armitas just as a specific style. And that's what they did. And eventually, the Americans came and they did a bunch of different stuff to the Spanish culture and clothing. I don't want to start any arguments with you guys. Basically, the Americans took the Armitas and they made Great Basin Chinks out of them. Like, starts here, different stuff happens, and you get to Great Basin Chinks from Armitas. I've already said that the reason why I am pursuing this lifestyle is for the tradition, the history, the culture, how awesome it is. And while Great Basin Chinks have a very unique and awesome history within the Great Basin, and to be honest, it is what my family wears. Like, that is where I come from. I really love the history of the Spanish cowboy. And so I would like to wear Armitas. I understand that there's this whole argument about cultural appropriation, and you can't do it and you can't do that. But at the same time, I honestly think that I have a right to wear Armitas because I want to uphold the tradition of the Spanish. And I feel like that is my right. I personally believe that horsemanship and cowboying and cattle in general transcend racial and ethnic boundaries. It's an entirely own culture in and of itself. So I think that I have a right to wear Armitas. Some of you guys might disagree with me. I think that by not wearing Armitas, because I don't have a right to wear something that is not of the white Anglo-American background, I think that's wrong. Obviously, I'm not going to go wear a headdress and mock Native Americans. I'm not doing that. I'm wearing Armitas. I'm choosing to buy Armitas and to wear them out of honor and respect for the Spanish culture, the Spanish cowboy culture. I'm not doing it to disrespect them, I'm doing it to honor them. There's a big difference between dressing up as a Native American for Halloween, and I think you guys have seen the costumes of people wearing really skimpy outfits, and somebody's a cowboy, somebody's a Native American, and you know, it's obviously not honoring the culture. There's a big difference between that and doing something to honor the culture. And I would like you guys to have a debate in the comments if you are watching this video. If you guys disagree with how I think about this, basically saying that I can wear Armitas because I want to honor and respect the Spanish culture, the Spanish history, then feel free to drop a comment. If one of you guys brings up a really valid point and you do change my mind, good for you. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And if you don't know what Armitas are, go ahead and look them up. They're pretty sick. Thank you guys for watching. That's why I'm getting Armitas and not Great Basin Chinks. Adios and have a good day.